We talked a little bit about the main problem being that this needs to be an Afghan solution. And one of the things that has not happened is the Afghan National Army has not been built up. It's obvious that was Rumsfeld's decision. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to get too involved in nation building, and he didn't want also to have to keep funding this army because they would never be able to fund themselves. So right now, I think they're up to 75,000 troops, and they're completely on training wheels. So they don't do a lot of missions on their own. They're starting to do a few more, but if you go out with American troops, there's usually a small company or even a platoon attached to them of Afghan troops, and they don't have enough ammunition, they don't have enough food, they don't have, half the time they don't have enough clothes for the winter time. They are amazing at getting intelligence and moving through the mountains in ways that the Americans cannot. So they have the resources, internal resources, but they're not trained enough to go after an enemy that is getting much more serious. It's one thing to give it to the Afghans, it's another thing for them to be able to hold it. I don't envy anybody having to try to solve the Afghan problem. But if we had built up that army from the beginning to 150,000 standing army that could actually fight and have weapons and resources and the intelligence gathering that they can do, we probably wouldn't be in this situation.